cars if they were designed by women.
Oh my God.
First of all, I need more than 2 cup holders.
Right.
Lip balms and lip glosses, because I can't be digging around in my purse at the stoplight.
2 things. You're not looking for cup holders. You're looking for a center console. Every car already has that. And 2, wait till you park. That's it. Wait till you park. Just wait till you park to get a lip gloss on. You don't need to do it right this very moment while you're at the stoplight, while you're on the highway. Just wait till you park. You'll be parked soon. You're going somewhere, aren't you?
This? What's
Yep.
this? Why is it? No.
Yep.
No.
Nope.
I wanna.
Yep.
Or
A little
something.
harness.
A harness?
Like boobs.
Between the boobs is not working for me.
Okay, valid for comfort, and I'm no seatbelt expert. However, harnesses are kind of difficult to put on, and they have to be a little bit bulkier to be safe. And the ones that exist right now lock you in, and they kind of have to because they can't. One click seatbelt thing kind of works. God forbid you get in an accident and it's a instead of just completely locked in, and one of them locks, and then you die. That being said, get with the racing community on the harnesses. If you're really into it, you can get a seat that would hold a harness if it's that big of a deal, but just know that you're strapped the in. You're gonna be like this the whole time.
Why is there not UV protection in the windows of cars?
There is.
I'm not trying to age on this side of my face because the sun's coming in and I forgot to put sunscreen on my neck, on my shoulders. No.
Point blank. Almost all new cars. Every single one of them.
This would come standard in every single car, and that's auto parallel parking assistance.
It's not standard in every single car, but it is an option in almost every single car, and it is an option with every single brand, at least. Every single brand has a model that has an auto park assist and that does auto parallel parking.
We would redesign the airbags so that if I got into a car accident, it
Right.
wouldn't hit me in the face.
Right.
It would hit me in the chest.
Right.
If this is rage bait, it's not gonna work on me. Okay, I lied, it is gonna work on me. I almost don't even wanna explain why you don't want an airbag to just hit your chest and not your face. This is an Xbox controller and an inhaler. This is your head, this is your chest. If the airbag if it hits both, they both stop. But if it just hits your head flies off into the ether. Your neck muscles are not capable of keeping your head attached to your body when being flung at 60 miles an hour. It's just not possible. It's just not possible.
Auto locks, like
Yeah.
when I get into my car, I need it to lock immediately.
Immediately.
So that nobody can come behind me and like jump in my car.
While a good idea on paper, you would have to somehow convince the automaker that every single person buying this car that has this feature will not just toss their purse in and shut the door. See, unfortunately, cars have to be idiot-proofed because you and I are idiots. Even though this is a great idea, the car company doesn't want to hear, I'm never buying another Toyota again. I'm never buying another Mitsubishi again. I locked my keys in it 40 times. And then the automaker has to go in and say stuff like, oh, well, you can change it in the settings. Nobody wants to change settings. I like to change settings, but like friends and family of mine will call me and be like, I just got this car and it's got this problem with it. And I'll go, okay, go in the settings and disable this setting and then that problem will be fixed. And they'll go, oh my God. Like it's the end of the world that the biggest problem they have with their car can be fixed by just going into a screen and changing a setting.
A wise man once said a woman has a problem for every solution.
If a woman cheats, it's the man's fault.
Why do you think that?
Yeah! Take better care of her.
How is it a man's fault that a woman has a lack of character?
Because if you treated her right, it never would have happened.
I get what you're saying, but how do your decisions as an adult ultimately
Your decisions as a human being fall on you. How about you be accountable for what you did to her? There's no good men left.
Dude, women are just constantly patting themselves on the back about how difficult their lives are, and no one corrects them because they want to them.
There is nothing weirder to me than seeing a man want to find a girl that's the whole package. Beautiful, funny, smart, entrepreneurial, motivated.
See, this is why you never ask a fish how to catch fish. Because 3 of the 5 things she just listed there, we don't really even give a about. We just want you to be nice and pleasant to be around. I want to hang out and just have a good time. And entrepreneurial, If I wanted an entrepreneur, I'll just call up one of my boys and we can date.
You know what's crazy? Most modern women have never stopped to ask themselves a simple question: what do men actually want? And because they don't ask, we see all these viral clips online filled with pure ignorance. Women listing off qualities they think men desire. But really, they're just projecting their own wish list. They assume men are looking for the same traits they chase in men's status, money, clout, and lifestyle. But here's the twist: men's priorities are completely different. While women obsess over height, income, and social power, men value respect, peace, loyalty, and femininity. And that disconnect. That's why so many are confused when they can't keep a man even after ticking off their own checklist. Before we dive in, drop a comment: are modern men more delusional, or is it the ladies? Hit like and subscribe so you don't miss what we expose next.
Know this, when you're walking in the city with your lady, you're actually supposed to walk closer to the road. Men are supposed to walk, yes, because we as men have to protect our women from other women drivers. It is dangerous. If you like that advice, I'm writing a book. It's called How to Make Women Calm Down.
Women didn't have the right to vote until 1920. Women couldn't open a bank account in the United States until 1974.
When did men get the right to vote?
Okay, I know this is exactly what you were talking about. This is what you're known for, is like getting people on a technicality that we don't historically know. But the answer to that is no. The answer to that
The answer is that's no?
No, the answer to that is the fact that in 1920, everyone was given the right to vote, but there were still barriers to vote for people of color.
When did men get the right to vote?
The right to vote was guaranteed to all people in 1920, according to the 19th Amendment.
Before 1920, were all men allowed to vote?
No.
Okay, great.
They weren't.
And then even when men's
because
suffrage
of white
was passed,
supremacy and because our system was not founded equally.
Are you aware that men only got any rights to vote about a decade, roughly, before women?
That is not true. Men have been the founding fathers were all men, so I have no idea what you're talking
What
about.
does that have to do with the right to vote?
The right to vote was historically withheld from men of color. It was
It was also withheld from
Listen to
the
me.
general population.
Do not cut me off. Do not cut me off. I am in the middle of speaking.
I don't care if you're in the middle of speaking. You're in the middle of a debate.
The right to vote.
You don't have your TikTok mute button, sweetheart?
I will not be speaking anymore until you have a conversation.
Look, mute button. If we can, for both people, if we can allow each other to finish, even if you want to jump in, just let the other person finish speaking. If somebody's going on a monologue and they're filibustering, I'll try to get them to wrap up, but just if they're making a point, just try to let them finish.
No, I did not go to school for 4 years and build a platform to be talked to like this, so I will be walking away from the microphone right now, and I would encourage you to get your guest under control. I'm going to take 2 minutes, so you can ask him questions if you'd like, and I will be right back.
Because you run the show?
I just won't be back. And
I don't give a shit. What do I care? I'm here to have a debate, and I listen to your whining. Do you want to have a debate or not?
All right, I'm not going to talk to you like this.
Well, do you want to just take a little 2-minute breather? You want to take a 2-minute breather?
Would you rather give up your right to an abortion or give up your right to vote?
Give up my right to vote. To vote. To vote.
To vote?
Yeah. Over an abortion? Wait, when we vote.
No, you'd give up your right to vote.
No.
Or give up your right to an abortion.
Give up my right to vote. Abortion. No abortion.
You don't want to vote?
I don't care about voting. Yeah, I could. Yeah, if I don't want a kid at a certain point, like it's gonna mess up my life. I feel like there's laws, like I don't know. Other laws, like I don't know.
So you'd rather kill babies than vote?
Well, when you put it like that, I didn't say that.
No,
I
they
said
did.
vote. No.
Yeah.
I said I'd rather give up my right to vote.
Logic isn't exactly their strong suit, and that's why, when faced with the reality of their own choices, many would rather take the easy exit than accept responsibility from the start. Instead of protecting themselves, instead of making wiser decisions, they fall back on a culture that normalizes escape over accountability. Think about it. We live in a time where consequences are treated like an inconvenience rather than a teacher. Instead of asking, "How do I avoid this mistake next time?" the mindset becomes, "How do I erase this problem right now?" That's not empowerment, that's delayed adulthood. The harsh truth: a lot of people have gotten so used to dodging responsibility that they genuinely believe it's okay to sacrifice long-term morality for short-term comfort. And that's why maturity feels like an enemy. Because maturity demands discipline. It demands accountability, and for many, that's a price they'd rather not pay.
An hysterical woman. Is that what you're saying?
Well, see, you're demonstrating it again. Now you're trying to put words in my mouth. You're trying to put me onto a template that already exists, which is a man pulling.
You.
Yeah, you are. But every joke is only half joke, as we all know, right? You are doing the thing that is going to put a lot of people off. What I'm saying to you is, if you want to reach across the spectrum,
Okay.
Well, look, let's be honest, right? You're very good at reaching people on the hard left, and you're very good at reaching women, and that's why they love your show.
But a lot of my people will turn in to see this as well, because I'll tell them it's on.
You're not trying to reach them. You already reached them. And
you might be.
You want to reach people on the other side, right? That's what you're saying. I think it's fair to say that I'm probably better than you at reaching people who are on the center and center right. Would that be fair?
Well, because you agree with them.
It's not because I agree with them. It's because I articulate arguments that resonate with someone.
Now you seem really pissed off.
I'm not pissed. I'm not even remotely pissed off. I'm just trying to make clarity on this issue, right? What I'm saying to you is, if you want to reach those people who I know how to reach, right?
I should agree with you.
No, you shouldn't agree with me. I'm just saying the strategy that you are displaying with your behavior is not going to be effective for reaching.
Lie. Because I slid into some man's DMs and I let him know he was handsome. And I told him, like, you know, you're handsome and I might just let you take me to lunch.
I didn't hear that right. Are there feces in my ear? I must have not heard that right. Did you just threaten that man? You thought he looked good, so you say, hey, buy me food. What are we doing? What's next? You so handsome. Do you want to pay my bills? Do you want to pay my rent? And I meant to say yes. I meant to want that. That's a threat. Where's the joy in that?
Recently, I asked for women, specifically those who say that they despise all men, to explain what the reasoning was behind their hatred. I mainly received 2 responses from that. The first being is that some of those women possibly experienced some type of abuse or trauma from a man or multiple men in their past. But when I pointed out that a person's past traumas are not excuses for current bad behaviors, that did not go over very well. And then there was the second response, was that men commit the majority of crime in this world, and therefore they cannot be trusted. But when I asked, does that excuse stereotyping of certain ethnic groups or religious groups as well? And all there was silence. So I really didn't get a reasonable or rational response to why they hate men. Because remember, there is no reasonable or rational response to hatred, because hatred itself is irrational.
There's not a man on the planet who's been nitpicked and nagged on and critiqued and criticized and attacked into respectability. This is the pushback that I have gotten for 25 years from women and wives. I'll respect my husband when he's respectable. Here's the truth, ladies. If you withhold your respect until he's acted in such a way as you deem to be respectable, you will damn him to failure. Many of you wives have husbands who aren't respectable, in part because you've failed to help them in such a way so that they become respectable. You're still defensive in your mind, and that's okay. You wrestle between you and God on this matter. But hear me when I say, when you look at his weakness and go, yeah, but, you look at a weakness and then you critique and attack him in that weakness, when maybe that's a weakness that God called you to make up for with your helpmanship, so that his weakness that God called you to meet and complete, instead of doing your job, you attack him for his weakness, and then you damn your marriage to failure.
If you enjoyed this video, I promise you will love this next video. I will see you there.